What is good, everybody? So, in this video, we are going shopping at Shoprite. So, if you're South African, you are aware of Shoprite. If you're not South African, Shoprite, you can say it's amongst the cheapest um, grocery stores that we have. So in this video, we are going shopping at Shoprite, but online, if I can say it that way, or the old school online via the brochure. And this one, okay. Righto. What is good, everybody? Once again. So in this video, if I was a bodybuilder and my budget is 1,000 rand a month, and I'm shopping at Shoprite, how would I do it? And what is the thing that I would buy at Shoprite for 1,000 rand for a month, which is $62 from my American friends. Excuse me. So meaning now that if it is 1,000, that means I'm spending 250 rand a month, which is about roughly $15 or so. And I will try and put pictures on the video. Unfortunately, I can't put pictures on the live stream, but those who are watching the live stream, I will also upload the video as well. Okay, so let's see what does Shoprite have. So now remember, now we only have 1,000. So now we need to cater for at least 5 meals, because now you are a bodybuilder, a serious bodybuilder, starting out, obviously. So we're not going to be eating salmon and all of that, but we're just going to be eating enough to build a physique. Obviously, not top level bodybuilder. I think that is very important to keep in mind. So we need to at least cater for at least 5 meals. And it's not off or on season. This is for, let's say, an everyday bodybuilder, like an everyday guy who's just going to the gym, doing bodybuilding. Because now, if I'm gonna be on season, off season, that would be a bit tricky. So this is just for an everyday guy who goes to the gym, who's trying to build decent muscle. Okay, let's see what we have. So as I said, we're aiming for 5 meals a day, and we only have 1,000. 1,000 a month. Now that I'm thinking about it, it may not be enough, but let's see how far we can go. 5 meals for 1,000. Let's see how far we can go. Okay, Shoprite, I can see there is 5 kg chicken for 209 rand, which is 210 rand. Okay, that's definitely an option. Let me just fix this. That is definitely an option. Let's leave that an option, because then it would be a huge chunk from our budget. Okay, that is definitely an option. 210 rand for chicken. They have eggs, 60 eggs. No, it's 30 for 70 rand. I think I need to, okay, I'll calculate on this side. Yeah, I have a calculator here. Yeah, do the calculations this side. Okay, so we have eggs, 30 eggs for 30 eggs. We have 30 eggs for 70 rand. Okay, right. What else do we have? And we have, okay, 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 okay. Okay, this could be really helpful. So Shoprite has a combo for 180 rand. That is 5 kg rice, 5 kg maize meal, and 5 kg flour. Okay, I think that would be the first thing that we should get. Yes, I think that would be the first thing. I'll put the picture on the video. Okay, okay. So 180. Yeah, I'm gonna run it off to 180 rand. 180 rand. I'll put everything on the screen, rand wise, and I mean how much is in dollars at the end of the video. So 180 rand, that would give us 5 kg flour, 5 kg rice, 5 kg maize meal. You're gonna have to learn to make bread or something if you wanna make this 1,000 rand work. Because with the maize meal, they can cover breakfast. Breakfast can be covered. You can make porridge with that maize meal, and it should last for the whole month. Rice, you can get 2 meals out of the rice. So breakfast could be the maize meal. I'm gonna explain further the meals. Breakfast and rice, 2 meals, and then the flour, you can make bread. You can also learn how to make bread if you want to make this work. Then it could be another, perhaps 2 meals. Yeah. Then your 5 meals are there. Boom. Okay, so when I get that for 180, let's get the eggs for 70 rand. 70 rand. Right. Now we're 250. So we've got 30 eggs. 30 eggs for 70 rand. And let's get the chicken for 210 rand. Okay, I think we're gonna make it. 210 rand. We got the chicken. Okay, with 460. And then I think with that, those are the basics, or that is the foundation. Now we need to sort of buy ingredients to put it all together. Let's see what else they have. We're gonna have to buy cooking oil. Cooking oil. They have olive oil, 1 liter for 70 rand. I think let's get that. 70 rand. That's our cooking oil. Okay, we are at 530 rand. And we bought bread. We're gonna make bread, remember? So I think we're gonna need peanut butter, and then also will also count to also assist us in our protein. Let's see, peanut butter. How much is peanut butter? And where is it? Let's see. Where is the peanut butter? Where is it? Have to be here somewhere. Peanut butter, peanut butter. Okay, yes. Excuse me. Here's the peanut butter. For 37 rand, and it's 400 grams of peanut butter. I think let's get maybe two of those. No, let's hold on. Let's just get one for now. Plus 37. 37 rand. Peanut butter, we had 567. And then let's get a big tub of butter or margarine. Let's see. Where did I see it? Let's see. Oh yes, we can get a big bowl of margarine. Oh, what is it? What is it? Oh, they call it spread. Bread stock. I'll put a picture somewhere there. For 48 rand, it's 1 kg. That should last for the whole month. Plus 48 rands. Now at 6.15, we also need to get some veggies and fruits. Let's see, veggies and fruits. If they don't, we can just put away about maybe 100 rand or so towards the fruit. Okay, here we go. There is frozen veggies. We can get it 900 grams for 35 rand. Okay, so let's get that plus 35 rands. And then let's get okay, they don't show us the fruit here, but let's say 400 rand, 35 rand for veggies, and the rest of the 100 rand we will spend it on, so the rest of the 65 rand we spend it on fruits, apples or bananas, whatever. So that is plus 65 rands. Now it's 7.15. What else can we add? Excuse me. Okay, so protein source. Other than the chicken and the eggs, we can definitely add, let's see if we can get anything from the butchery beef wise. Let's see if there's any mince on special. Let's see. Yes. Okay, we have lean meat at 110 rand per gram, per kilogram. So let's get a kilo there, 110 rand. We got a kilo, and then that is now at 825. What else can we get protein source wise? Okay, right. We can get, there's Lucky Star mint pilchard. That is fish in a can. That is 19 rand 99, which is 20 rand. Let's get 5 of those. Let's get 5 of those for 100. 100. Hopefully, I'm gonna remember all this when it's time to cook. 100. And now we're left with 75 rand. And I think, excuse me, I think the 75 rand, we'll spend that on salt, spices, um, any soup or anything that you use for flavor. I can see here that you can buy like small sachets of soup for 16 rand for three, and maybe salt is like 20 rand, you know, small things like that. Flavor, what do you call this? Um, stock cubes, it's 21 rand. So we can spend the rest of the 75 rand on those things. Right. Okay, so now it's time to cook. First meal, that will be the porridge. Oh no, 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 no. We didn't buy sugar. We did not buy sugar. Let's see how much is the sugar, and then let's see how we can maneuver around what we can take out. Let's see, sugar. If there's no sugar on this paper, we'll have to estimate. Let's see, sugar. And we also didn't buy yeast to make bread. I'm already thinking about those 5 cans of pilchard that some of them will have to go back to get sugar and yeast to make bread. I'm not sure what yeast is called in other countries. Or it's the thing that make the bread rise. So we also need to get that at least 5 packets of those. I'm just now checking how much is the sugar. Because we just need a small bag of sugar. Because already, no, you're not gonna use your peanut butter. Okay, we have a small bottle of honey, 200 grams for 30 rand. So we can take out 3 of those can fish and get the small bottle of honey and also yeast for the bread. Okay, I think now back on track. Okay, so now how would you structure these meals? First meal, breakfast. That is your maize meal. You make porridge. That is your first meal. That should, keep you full. Let's say now when I have breakfast, roughly around 8 o'clock ish. That's your oats. Not your oats. We don't have the budget for oats. Your maize meal. Remember, we got 5 kg maize meal, 5 kg rice, and 5 kg flour. Yeah. So first meal, 5 kg maize meal. That is your breakfast. Unfortunately, as a bodybuilder, you're gonna have to eat the same meals every day. Someone once said you need to eat like a dog if you want to, if you're a bodybuilder or want to build muscle or anything along those lines. Oh, it's still on. Anything along those lines. So you're gonna have to eat the same meals every day for the whole month, if this is your budget. Maybe for the next month, you can try and mix it up or whatever the case is. But for this month, we're Shoprite, these are our groceries. So, first meal, it's your porridge. You're going to make it maize meal. Then you're going to have that with a drizzle of honey. That should be enough. Remember, I need to focus on your goal. You can't be fancy and trying to, have a taste and enjoy this thing. That will be the first meal. Let's say roughly, okay, let's say you have breakfast at, let's have breakfast at just before 6. Not just before 6, just between maybe 7 and 8. Let's say, yeah, depending now if you're leaving or whatever. Yeah, let's say maybe a breakfast, maybe 6:30 or 7 o'clock. That is your maize meal porridge. And then and then you have another meal at 9 o'clock. Okay, so this is the eating schedule. Anytime after 6, that's when we're gonna have breakfast. So I'm not gonna say 6 o'clock in the morning, but anytime you can have breakfast. So I'm gonna say this are gonna be these are the times that you wanna be eating. 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. That's your 5 meals. Or if you're not a morning person, you can start eating at 9 o'clock. I think maybe that could be, most um, individuals would prefer to start eating maybe at 9. So it will be 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. 5 meals. Then you're off to bed. Yeah, let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. Right. So 9 o'clock, it's your porridge. Maize meal, got 5 kg, porridge. And then for 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock, it's your rice and chicken. And then remember, I also have flour, then you make bread. And then for um, 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock, you can mix it up between, the rice and the chicken and the bread and the eggs and maybe the peanut butter. I can also add it somewhere there in the mix. And then what else did we buy? Yes, also have the beef. Yes, also have the beef. So you can also mix it up with that. Also have the veggies. Yes, don't forget the veggies. You can also mix it up with that, with the veggies. Meaning now that the breakfast will always be maize meal, or you can have the bread as well for breakfast, and then with maybe 2 eggs or so. Because I remember now, unfortunately, with the eggs, we only had 30 eggs, and then that should you can decide maybe you can have 1 egg a day with the one meal, or you can maybe skip a couple of days and then have maybe 2 eggs every second day or so as one of your meals. And the beef and the chicken and the veggies, that could be, you can see how far you can stretch it between those meals during the day, which is 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and the last one at 9 o'clock at night. So you can see how you can, move those, or how you can sort of make it exciting or try to mix it up with that. Obviously, we also have a budget for fruit. So that is what you can eat before you go to the gym. A banana, you can have that because you have the budget for that. And you also have your veggies. So meaning now that you will also have, your greens. Because the veggies, it's mixed veg. Uh, where is it now? Yes, it's mixed veg, which has, I can see green beans, I see carrot, I see, what is this? corn, and carrot. So veggies wise, you are sorted, and also have a budget for your fruits. So you also have that. You can have maybe a fruit a day, whatever the case is, depending on how much you have gotten for 55 rand. And you also have your butter to have with your bread and your peanut butter. When you're making bread, you also have your yeast to make bread. Um, I think I think that's about right. Not about right, but that should be sort of an idea on how you would move food wise at Shoprite with only 1,000 per month, which is 62 dollars, American dollars. I think if I was a student or if I was staying by myself, I could definitely make that work. And then I think 1,000 could be like the minimum. And then if I get anything extra, excuse me, if I have an extra amount to spend, and then perhaps maybe let's say I got an extra 500, which is about 30 American dollars, then I'll spend that maybe on some creatine and some protein. Meaning now that I can have an extra meal or an extra, yes, I can say an extra meal, maybe after the gym or early in the morning or before midnight, a protein shake or even a mess gainer. So I think that is how structure that. And then if you have something extra, you can definitely get some coffee to use it as your pre-workout, because caffeine as a pre-workout definitely gives an extra focus, an extra, excuse me, sort of mental sharpness. Hmm, excuse me. So that is how I would do that. And also perhaps I think maybe the fish, we can take the fish back because I see you didn't buy milk because you do need your calcium. So you can have that with your porridge. And then I can see here that they have milk in a bag, 1 liter for 15 rand. You can get two of those. You should, because you're not gonna be drinking it, just gonna be putting a little bit in your porridge. You can have that. You can take the one bag, put it in the freezer, freeze it, and use the other one for. Hopefully, you can stretch it to 2 weeks. I'm not sure if it will go all the way, but if it does not, you must just toughen up and then just have your porridge with just the water and your honey. Hmm. So that's how I would really structure it. So let's run through again what you buy. So you buy 5 kg chicken, you buy your 60 eggs, and then you buy 5 kg rice, 5 kg maize meal, 5 kg flour, then you buy 1 liter cooking oil, and you buy a kilogram of lean mince, and then those are the foundation. And then the others, it's just the extras, milk, honey, and all of that. So I think with that, you should be able to get through the month on 1,000 rand, 62 dollars. And as I said, as a student or someone who's staying by yourself, trying to get into bodybuilding or just trying to build muscle, there should be enough. You're not trying to be fancy and eating lean, hake, and all of that. You just make sure you've got the basic. You also have your peanut butter there, those good fats. So this should be enough to get you through the month. And when now the budget opens up, you can add maybe your creatine, which will be, if you have to add a supplement, that will be the first one I add. And then you can get 1 month supply for about 200 rand. which is about, what is that, 200 rand? 200 rand, it's about $12, give or take. You can get that, and then boom, you can do creatine. And supplementation wise, with that, you can do just that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you soon.